I'd like to call this meeting to order. September 24, 2019 special meeting of the Anchorage Assembly. Ms. Jones, would you call the roll?
Yes, Madam Chair. Mr. Rivera is absent. Ms. LaFrance?
Here.
Mr. Compton? Okay. Mr. Dunbar?
Here.
Mr. Dyson?
Here.
Ms. Kennedy?
Here.
Mr. Perez Verdia asked to be excused. Mr. Peterson?
Present.
Ms. Quinn Davidson?
Here.
Mr. Weddleton?
Here.
Ms. Salatone?
Here.
Mr. Constant?
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Ms. Wynn-Pearson, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Sure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so item 4A, update on pending Regulatory Commission of Alaska review of the sale of ML&P to Chugach Electric. Ms. Wynn-Pearson?
Thank you, Madam Chair. So we'll seek to go into executive session for this discussion pursuant to ANC 230-035B1. The Assembly may recess to meet an executive session to discuss a specific legal matter, including pending litigation. At this point, the RCA proceeding, the RCA proceeding to review the ML&P transaction is pending, and our goal today is to apprise you of the status of that legal matter. All information shared and gleaned in this session is confidential. No official action may be taken in executive session except to give direction to an attorney or labor negotiator regarding a specific legal matter or pending labor negotiation. The session shall be taped. Tapes will be available to members of the body and authorized staff only and may be discussed only in further executive session. The tapes will become public at the date specified by the Assembly at the conclusion of this executive session in accordance with the code. I'll specify that at the conclusion of the session, but it is when all appeals of the final RCA decision have expired. Any discussion which occurs at this executive session should only be discussed further by this body in another executive session. Any member who needs to leave during the session may leave, but may only be updated on the discussions after his or her departure in a subsequent executive session or via review of the tapes of the session. Special invitees, employees, and staff members, if the body determines are necessary to the conversation, may remain in the meeting during executive session. I would request through the chair that the members of the administration who are present who've been involved in the transaction and this proceeding be asked to be allowed to remain in the room. The new ethics code states that no public servant shall use, disclose, or release confidential or non-public information gained through the person's municipal position unless authorized by law or order of the court. Any violation would be referred to the Board of Ethics. The code provides that the board may make recommendations for corrective action. Additionally, the municipality may pursue a civil action against an official where the release of confidential information adversely affects the outcome of a legal matter or negotiations or leads to increased financial liability, which I think is particularly prescient here in this matter. Such a disclosure could also subject a member of this body to recall election pursuant to state statute. The grounds for recall include misconduct in office, incompetence, or failure to perform prescribed duties. Violation of municipal confidentiality obligations meets this criteria. The code does not specifically provide for collection and destruction of notes taken at executive session. We've discussed in the past, but this has been past municipal practice just to assure the confidentiality of discussions in an executive session. If you'd like me to collect and destroy your notes and be accountable for them, I'm happy to do that. But I also am comfortable with you taking your own notes and preserving their confidentiality, remembering that the information you write down is as confidential as it is here in terms of being shared in this session. So again, today the Department of Law and the administration more broadly seek to meet with the Assembly in executive session to discuss the pending Regulatory Commission of Alaska review of the sale of ML&P to Chugach Electric. And I would seek a motion from the body to move into executive session to discuss these matters.
So moved. Second.
Okay.
Okay. At this time,
Do you want to see any questions?
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Is there any objection to the motion to go into executive session? Seeing and hearing none, the motion to go into executive session passes.